One of the biggest e-commerce mistakes is to actually assume the context of your pre-framed bridge. When one of your existing customers visits your e-commerce site, they have this frame in their mind. They know a bit about your site, they know a bit about your brand, and they have a bit of context or a bit of framing around their visit to your site. If it's a brand new customer, the question is, what frame do they have about your brand and about your website? So this is all about the pre-frame bridge. So how can we prepare the frame and bridge the gap between where they're coming from and where they're coming to, which is your website? One of the biggest e-commerce mistakes is to actually assume the context of your pre-frame bridge. But here is how to negate that. There are 3 steps you need to achieve to actually improve your pre-frame bridge into your website. Number 1 is you need to control the source of traffic. So you need to know where your people are coming from, where your visitors to the website are coming from, and you can do this using UTM tags. If you're not sure what they are, drop a comment below and I'll give you a bit of a video talking a bit about UTM tags and how to use them. In fact, I even have a free template which uses Google Analytics and plugs straight into your current system. When you control the source, which might be Google Shopping, it might be Google Ads, it may be Google organic traffic, it may be email traffic, social media traffic, any types of traffic, any types of channels, that is called controlling the source. So the important thing is to actually control and know where they're coming from. A good example for this for SEO would be to control the metadata and the messages in the metadata on your website pages, which means when they're searching on Google, they see your website on the list, you can actually control the title and the description on the Google listing. Another example would be an email campaign. Make sure the images and the text promises them something and gives them a good framing for going to visit the website, so they understand why they're going, and when they actually visit the site, then it's relevant. And that's a nice segue into step number 2. Step number 2 is to reduce friction. Make sure that when they go from the source to your website, that journey is frictionless, so that when they enter the frame and they've got a framing in their mind about how they're visiting your site, they don't have any friction or conflict at that point. Now, what do I mean by friction or conflict? Well, if you've got a 5% offer on your email, and they click on it expecting 5%, then you should land them on a page which talks about that 5% offer. Let's say, for example, it's more about the metadata on Google. You might want to say something about your free shipping. You want to make sure your website reflects free shipping as well as a core message on the page they land on. So make sure that bridge is frictionless. They know why they're going, and when they get there, they actually see that that's exactly what they're going there for. Number 3, make sure you measure, and this links into the UTM tags. Like I said, there's a template for that. If you want to drop it in the comments, I'll send that over to you. But the UTM template basically means you can measure where your traffic is coming from, and you can understand what those marketing messages are before they come across your website. So for example, you can set up a UTM campaign, making sure that when you do a Christmas promotion or an Easter promotion, that all the links going to the website have that campaign ID, and you can track how many people are coming from a certain percent off, or got that marketing message, and when they land on the site, you can then view how they're actually visiting the site and what they're doing on the site, and whether the bounce rate is high, whether the purchase rate is high, and all those details. That's all for today. Make sure you like and comment below if you've know anyone that in the e-commerce space which will find this useful. Thank you.